Yes.
Been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat.
It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
But you love me for my twang.
That's right, it's Twang Tuesday. And on this day I like to feature country music, past, present, or future on the channel. Firstly, I want to say,
you know what really grinds my gears?
What really grinds my gears are people who make comments, and they're not even constructive comments. They're just rude comments out of nowhere that have no value to them. And I'm talking about a comment that comes from somebody who's called user UF.
Who gives a fuck?
It's when you click on it, it's got no information, no nothing. So it is somebody who is hiding in the shadows, just making rude comments. And this person like, bro, literally 10 minutes of who gives a fuck, shorten your, you know what? After I said that, it's like, you know what? You know who likes my long intros?
Your bitch does.
Yeah, every single inch of it. You know, and know why? And what I can also say is that you can suck
My big fat dick!
because I don't care. Nobody cares. When you put it in that kind of form, nobody cares. You just put people on the defense when you do something like that. If it was a little bit more constructive, like, you know what, he may have a point. And what's really fucked up is that when he put that comment in there, if I had it a little bit bigger, you would see that YouTube was suggesting like an instant comment like, yeah, you got a point, or yeah, I'll look into that. No, fuck that. I'm not. You know what? You suck. And that's all I gotta say, because
You're a bitch.
so, the song that I decided to do tonight, I heard in the back of a movie that I was watching, and the movie was called Off Limits, and it came out in 1988, and it stars Gregory Hines and Willem Dafoe. And if you haven't seen it, here's the trailer.
Civilians, troops, gangsters, deserters, dopers, black marketeers. I love this town.
Starting to wonder about you, my man.
McGriff and Perkins are GI cops.
We got troubles.
They're the only law on the streets of Saigon.
How many murders do you know of?
6 or 7.
Damn.
People die here every day. Who cares?
It happened on our beat.
Oh, me please.
This world is so insane.
They're onto a crime no one wants solved.
It's been going on for over a year now.
We dropped him 6 months ago.
Bang, like that.
A killer no one wants caught.
We need your help.
Go read the files.
Somebody took him.
A cover-up no one wants exposed.
The man who killed your friend work for the same people you do.
Is the man you followed an army officer?
The one thing I know is not to mess with no dude with that kind of juice, not in this man's army.
No, this ain't a thing for you. This is an officer thing. And we're gonna throw one of them in jail.
What happened to you?
Somebody in us tried to kill us. Who are these guys?
The new investigators. You guys are out of here.
Not yet, we're not.
Most cops wouldn't know where to start. McGriff and Perkins don't know when to stop.
Get down!
Willem Dafoe and Gregory Hines are going off limits.
Hey guys, a couple of real Gary Coopers, huh?
Now, I hadn't seen that movie since probably the time that it came out, but it's resonated so much in my head that when I saw it again, I was like, oh yeah, I did that. But there was a go-go scene in the movie, and it takes place in Vietnam. There's a go-go scene in the movie where in the background there are Vietnamese people that are on a stage and they're performing this particular song. And the song is called Dang Me, and it originally was done by Roger Miller. And I have a fascination with what songs are chosen in movies that actually represent Vietnam and the Vietnam War. I mean, you have, Creedence Clearwater's Fortunate Son, you have some Temptations, you have some Jimi Hendrix, you have some Doors or whatever. And, a lot of times you hear the same old songs, and then all of a sudden you hear something like this, and like, hey, that's new. So I hadn't really heard the whole song until I had to find the particular video that I was going to show. So I have heard the whole song, but it's still, I wanted to do it nonetheless because I had been thinking about it. So let's take a look at what this song did do on the charts and Blammo. It went to number 1 on the Billboard Hot Country Singles, number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 3 on the Canada Country Tracks, and number 6 on the Canada Top Singles. Now this song also, it said in 1964, it won a Grammy for Best Country and Western Song. And then it also says that it, in 1998, his version was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame.
Well, fuck me sideways.
And that's no big feat. You know what I'm talking about? Or no small feat. That's what I wanted to talk about.
Dumbass.
So, that's basically about it. That, it's a real country song, and it's got a little twang in it, and it sounds real oldie. But this is 1964, so we're talking like basically the beginning of the Vietnam War, and I believe the movie takes place in 1968. So, we keep forgetting just because the year might be that in a movie, all the songs that are played in that movie aren't going to be from that year. Of course, they're going to be songs from earlier. You're not going to hear songs from later. If you are, there'll be people like me that'll call you out going like, hey, that song didn't come out until 1971. How are you playing it in a scene that happened in 1968? We will call people out on that. So, if you like videos like this and others on my channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm trying to do at least 10 videos each and every week. The keyword is on try. So, without any further ado, here is Roger Miller and Dang Me.
You don't remember me, do you?
No.
When you hang a man, you better look at him.
This is a multi-talented man, a songwriter, a humorist, and a fellow who has now one of the biggest sellers in the country, a song called Dang Me. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet Roger Miller.
Well, here I sit a high, getting ideas. Ain't nothing but a fool to live like this. Out all night and running wild. Woman sitting home with a month-old child. Dang me, dang me. They ought to take a rope and hang me high from the highest tree. Woman, would you weep for me? One more time. Just sitting around drinking with the rest of the guys. 6 rounds bought and I bought 5. Spent the groceries and half the rent, like $14.27. So dang me, they ought to take a rope and hang me high from the highest tree. Woman, would you weep for me? One more. They say roses are red and violets are purple, and sugar's sweet and so is maple syrup. And I'm the 7th out of 7 sons. My pappy was a pistol, I'm a son of a gun. I said, dang me, they ought to take a rope and hang me high from the highest tree. Woman, would you weep for me?
Hey, Roger.
All right, so that was Roger Miller and Dang Me, and that was from an early episode of American Bandstand, and it's always good to see Dick Clark rest in peace. He was a good man. He was very philanthropic. He had a lot of TV shows. He looked young for years, and then all of a sudden, when age hit him, it hit him like a ton of rocks. So, it's always good to see Dick Clark. And Roger Miller, I've heard of Roger Miller. Until this day, if you had asked me to name a Roger Miller song, I couldn't do one off the top of my head. And this was not going to be one of them. But, I could see where he tries to inject humor into his songs in some way or another. But this song is basically about a guy who, is getting high and getting drunk and going out and spending the rent money and everything else like that. It's got a 1-month-old baby at home. And basically in the end, he's saying something like, "Woman, will you weep for me?" If something were to happen to him. But, yeah, it's a catchy song, and what makes it closer to the Vietnam era is that the background sound or the whatever is causing the rhythm of this on the guitar is what makes it have that kind of like that capsule in time of the mid to late 60s, and I enjoy that. So if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.